Now I think the next question might be valuable for everyone who is looking to start some innovation business of his own, maybe also some acceleration business, who's looking to venture into spaces of VC, or even doing something very similar to what you are doing with open innovation programs. If you would have to go back now, let's say 10 years, and write a manual for yourself, like how to set up such an innovation platform in the widest sense that you are building right now, what would be the main steps and what would be the advice that you would give to yourself in order to start such a thing from scratch?
Here's quite simple. I will mention two things that I believe are extremely fundamental. First of all, is be clear on what's the value proposition. So what's the value that you're bringing in the space where you're operating? And why I'm saying this, because of when you want to work with, for example, like corporation and a startup and government or something, you really need to have a crystal clear understanding of what your value proposition is, what I can bring in, right? Because it's such a fascinating environment, such a fascinating ecosystem, and there are a lot of valuable players. So first of all, have a very crystal clear understanding of what's your value proposition.
How do you do that? Because I definitely get the point, right? There in this space there are so many players, and kind of everyone is saying like we get corporates in touch with startups, or we do like those nice innovation programs, and now you have all the, for example, management consulting firms like Deloitte and McKinsey and whatever, and they also say like we're the innovation guys, we do the innovation for firms. Like how do you really distinguish yourself?
It's fun that we mentioned consulting business, because actually these consulting firms are some of our main partners, clients, and we keep working with them, and some others corporations. The answer is try. Okay. Why this? And I'm saying this because we've been making a lot of mistakes. Mistakes. We've been making a lot of trials really at the beginning, and testing and doing different things. And that is leading to the second point that I was mentioning before, which is focus. So the first one is be crystal clear on what is your value proposition, right? And understanding also what your that third party is looking for. If that party is a corporation, if that party is Deloitte, is PwC, is Microsoft, whatever it is. Understand what they are looking for. Understand what government is looking for. Understand what a startup is looking for. Because startups, maybe they're looking for investment, or they think they're looking for investment, but maybe they don't really need an investment capital at that time. They need maybe a technological partner. They need a commercial partner. They need to establish a retail channel. So be critical on the value proposition. Understand what that party needs, and then try and be focused. And that is the type of multiple things that we've been trying at the beginning. We run this very large-scale event, and we did a lot of workshop. We did an acceleration program. We've been trying different things, and again, trying is beautiful. That's how a startup actually gets to work and eventually to deliver value. And then the real change was actually focusing on doing one thing. And the one thing, of course, must not be we do events, we do this, we do that. So something that at the beginning for us wasn't really profitable. Because when we were doing events and we managed to bring among this series of workshops and stuff, summits and a couple of conferences, we brought together over 10,000 people. I never charged for anything, not even a $10 ticket fee or something. And we covered everything, with food and F&B sponsors. We did this with the support of more than 200 partners, from corporations to governments to United Nations even. That was fascinating. But again, if you really want to run a business, you really need to have a clear understanding of what's your business model, what's the value proposition you're delivering there, and so you need to be focused. So that was the big change that actually helped us to grow and get really a business model that somehow is working out. Focusing on one type of product. Of course, then there could be a lot of features and stuff. That's why the next challenge would be tackling more the educational field with education program. It's really fascinating to me. Maybe we get the chance to talk about this in a while. But again, this is pretty much what I think has been helpful for us
Okay,
in this
got it.
process.